Responding to voter frustration, the Premier has told 9 News how $5 billion in road and rail projects will be spent in the year ahead. Almost $1 billion will go to the Pacific Highway, with more than $750 million on the northwest and southwest train lines.
Jill Whitlock is just one victim of the Pacific Highway. Nearly 3 years ago, she was killed in a head-on crash at Woolgoolga. Today, her husband Ross has a simple message for the Premier.
Look at from people's tragedies and their losses, and that it's necessary for him to continue on funding for this highway.
It's a road virtually everyone across the state wants fixed as a top priority. The Premier has told 9 News that $941 million is set aside for widening work and safety upgrades in the year ahead. That's down around $60 million on last year.
Well, there's a limited amount of money that the state government has, and the federal government reneging on a current agreement requiring the state government to put more in simply would affect other projects across the state.
The Pacific Highway needs a lot of work done on it.
There are danger spots, especially on the Pacific Highway, that really need a lot of input in terms of money. I think they could be spending their money a lot more wisely.
State and federal Labor disagree.
The Pacific Highway is not completed by 2016. As promised, you can blame Barry O'Farrell. He has the money in his budget, he just won't spend it.
In a wide-ranging interview, Barry O'Farrell also revealed Tuesday's budget will include $397 million for the South West Rail Link and $360 million for the North West. In the North West, that will mean more land and homes will be bought, as well as drilling work. In the South West, tracks will continue to be laid.
Well, given investment in road projects across the state has been slowed because of the rain we've had, it's remarkable that with the South West Rail Link we're now 6 months ahead of schedule, which means finally giving people in the Campbelltown-Camden area those rail services they've been promised for so long.
Despite union protests at the prospect of 10,000 job losses, the Premier is holding firm.
Well, this will be a tough but fair budget. It'll be a budget that governs in the public interest, and it's about focusing on the needs to get as much money as possible into infrastructure.
Kevin, the Pacific Highway is a road that has claimed so many lives. Is this cash injection going to be enough?
Well, Pete, particularly on nights like tonight when it's just so appalling, it would have been great for the Pacific Highway to be finished by now. State government says it can't do any more. The federal government believes it can. Let's hope Julia Gillard or Tony Abbott can find a bucket load of cash before the next federal election. And some better news for Western Sydney hospitals. When it comes to the budget, $28 million will be spent on rebuilding Blacktown. $28 million will be re-spent on Campbelltown hospitals in the year ahead. Plenty more there in the years following, and also $18 million for Nepean, Pete.
OK, Kevin, thank you.